A lot of great finds and a lot of silver too. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really great to see you here. Now, I have some really big channel news to share with you. And I have to say, ever since the beginning of this channel, I've been very picky about who Finding America is going to partner with. I get a lot of offers almost every single day to promote all kinds of products on this channel, and I decline virtually all of them. I really want a company that's going to offer high quality products and also things that are of a value and an actual use to you. Well, I was recently contacted by a US company that I instantly recognized, and as a matter of fact, I've long respected. And it turns out that they've been following Finding America for a while. And speaking to them, it only took me about 15 minutes to realize that I couldn't think of a better partnership than one between Finding America and My Patriot Supply. My Patriot Supply is one of the oldest and most well-known companies in the United States that specializes in long-term emergency food. Now, all of their food is made right here in the USA, and it stores for up to 25 years. Best of all, the food is all very high quality and it tastes great too. Well, if you're like me, a trip to the grocery store has become extremely frustrating. With all the empty shelves and the never-ending rising prices, it's just a nightmare. Having a long-term food supply stored at your own home really gives you a great sense of security, and you'll know that no matter what happens, you'll always have plenty of food to put on the table. Best of all, My Patriot Supply is offering a huge discount on their awesome 3-month food supply package. Now, you'll be able to save $150 off their normal price, and there are no special codes to remember. All you have to do is go to findingamericafood.com, and there's a website already set up there so you can visit and get more information. Well, in these crazy times, being prepared is something that I really feel strongly about, and I'm so glad that I'm able to offer you such an awesome product, and hopefully it will provide us with a little bit better sleep at night. And not only that, but every single purchase that's made at findingamericafood.com will help support this channel. I've always felt that the best partnerships are the ones that help us all. We get to support a great American company, save a lot of money on our food, and help to support the channel Finding America. If you'd like to check it out and visit the website, I put a link down to findingamericafood.com in the video description below. Thanks so much. Now, this first hunt that you're going to see takes place right back at that amazing 1750s house permission, the one that's been producing a whole lot of awesome finds. Now, I got out there bright and early to try to beat this heat, and I put the 6-inch coil back on the Equinox, and it started pulling the finds out of that old ground. I have to say, this day was awesome from start to finish, and I really hope you enjoy watching this one. Well, they're putting a new addition onto the house, and there's a lot of construction debris and stuff, but I'm just hunting in between it, and I got a 14 signal. Dug a lot of those. Have been iron and pull tabs, but not this time. Check that out. I think I got a silver war nickel. It definitely came out pretty nice. Yeah, I can see the mint mark. I think it's a P. So that's pretty cool. I definitely will take that. I think it's like the third one I've dug in the last couple of weeks. I think it's a 43, but I'll know a little bit more when I clean it up later. But hey, that's a nice little piece of silver. Well, just hunting on the side of the house near the chimney of the 1889 portion, and got a nice 12 signal dug down, and I just wanted to film this because definitely a nice old wrought iron ring, and Looks like it might have been part of a rains guide, or it could have been a hitching post, or who knows. But you can see a little bit of nub on that end. But a nice old piece to find next to the old house here. Well, right next to the chimney now, just moving along here, got a nice little 17 to 19 signal, and I saw a nice green penny come out, and I thought, ooh, Indian. But I went ahead and toothpicked it. Not an Indian, but a really nice 1919 Wheatie. So very happy to have that. And yeah, I'll tell you, it's been finding a lot of coins in this heavily hunted yard, so it's been a lot of fun. Oh, I'll tell you what, I just rounded the corner from the chimney. I'm just right here by the front door, and I got a sweet, sweet high tone. It was actually like 27, 28, 29, and I'm like, well, okay. So I dug a plug, and I saw this. I don't know, can you see that? I hope so. It's right there, sitting on edge. It is very thin, and I think it's silver. Oh boy, what do I have? Oh my gosh. I honestly can't tell. Alright. Let's stick it right here. I'll get my water. Oh boy. It's just when you're at a 1750s house, you just have no idea what this could be. It could just be a barber, or I don't think it's anything newer than that. Alright, let's see. Whoa, it is one worn wreath side. Gosh, it's barely there. Let me flip this over. Oh, it's seated! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's been years since I've gotten a seated dime. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna get excited on this one, guys. Oh, I think I can make a... Ooh, that date is very worn, but look at that. I got a seated dime. I think it's 1880 something. Oh, how cool is that? Ah, let me get it over here. Get you a look at this. Look at that. Oh man, it has been forever since I got a seated dime. Years. This one was in circulation a long time, but I don't care. That is just flippin' awesome. Oh, that definitely makes my day. Whew. I'm so glad I got that one on film. Well, I'm just working around the corner and towards the front door using the 6-inch coil, and I am finding all kinds of things, all kinds of signals. This one is directly in front of the door, and I got a little 12 signal, and I'm like, well, let me go for it. And it's just awesome. Check this out. Look at this. This is part to some kind of a toy train or cars, but it's a slow sign. Look at that thing. Oh, I'm so glad it's all in one piece. But yeah, it would have stood at an intersection and the cars would slow down, I guess, but man, that is cool, and that is definitely an oldie. So love that piece. Just that's why I dig it all. I've just been working this strip right along the front walk. The front door is right there, and came around here and got a 14 signal. So first thing I got was this piece of iron, and I thought that was going to be my target, but I checked the hole and there was still something in it. And check it out, I got an advertising thimble. Oh yeah, very cool. Early 1900s, probably 20s, 30s. It's hard to say, but I'm going to clean it up and see what it says on it. But just a nice old aluminum thimble. And I'll be right back and we'll see what it says on it. All right, now this might be the absolute coolest advertising thimble I've dug. Now you can see where it says G-R-A-N. Well, that says Grandpa traded at, and then it says Allen's, A-L-L-E-N-S. Grandpa traded at Allen's. And I guess Grandpa took a thimble home for Grandma. How cool is that? I love that thing. So cool. Well, I found a little shade. Oh, it's definitely hot. But I got a sweet high tone, and I had high hopes. But it wasn't a big silver coin, but it was pretty cool. Check out the old brass water nozzle. Might even have a manufacturer's stamp on it somewhere, but it's definitely an old one. At least, I don't know, I put it 30s or 40s. So definitely a nice little find. Well, I'm just working the edge of the driveway here, and got a nice little 22 signal, and it looks kind of interesting, so I wanted to get the camera out and show you. I don't know, it might be a big button, I'm not sure. Let's pull, we'll check that out. Oh yeah, big old Great Seal button. Yep, this is going to go to the big overcoat. That's awesome. A little pushed in, but yeah, it's going to be World War I or II. I'll just have to wait until I get it cleaned up when I get home, but awesome discovery right there. I definitely like that. Well, I was out there still swinging my coil along when the next door neighbor came out to see what I'd been finding. I showed her what I'd found and we struck up a conversation. And during that conversation, she graciously gave me permission to hunt her property and her house that was built in 1920. Best thing was she lived there 50 years and had never been metal detected. I was definitely raring to give this one a try. Well, this is the first hole at the new permission. The house built in 1920. It's a beautiful dark brick craftsman house. And it's got a massive backyard that goes all the way down to the railroad tracks. And it's right next door to the 1750s house. So there could be some bleed over from the early property. And we'll find a lot of things from the 20s and up here. And I got something really cool in the very first hole. Check out that. That is going to be a 50s, 60s, more than likely Tootsie Toy dump truck with offset cab. Isn't that cool? Well, welcome to the yard. That's a heck of a good first find and a welcome. Well, this is pretty awesome. I found that Tootsie truck right here, filled the hole, and then I got a 1718 signal here, and look, another what appears to be a Tootsie truck. Oh my gosh, this one's awesome. Look at that. Let me just break some of this cloth off. Look at that. Oh man. Can you believe that? A Tootsie spill. That doesn't happen every day. Very cool. So a red one and a green one. Wow. I definitely like that because I love digging up toy cars. My next hole was reading a 2122 underneath this tree, and I thought it was going to be a weedy, but I like this better. It's an old Sunday school pen. That's pretty cool. That's probably going to be from the 50s. So definitely happy to find that. Oh yeah, and there's my buddy again. He found me. Well, this one was ringing up pretty high, especially for what I ended up getting out of the hole. Give me a 2627. Nice high tone, but I fished it out and cleaned it up already. Gave it a little toothpick, but got a nice wheat penny, a 1955 with the Denver mint mark. And happy to have that. I'll check the hole just to see if there was something else in there, but I'll tell you that the one that lives here has lived here 50 years, and this place has never been detected before, so it's pretty exciting when you get a place like this. Well, I tell you, right up against this flower bed, I got a nice high tone 21, and it's kind of fitting. I got one of those old metal flower tags that I really enjoy finding, and it's kind of fitting after I found that 1955 penny. This plant was called Betty Boop, and it does have a U.S. plant patent number, so I should be able to date this rose variety, but very cool. Well, I'm still working around the front yard here under a shade tree because it's definitely starting to warm up a little bit, but I got a 22-23, just a few inches down, popped it out. I already toothpicked it, but another weedy. This one's going to be a 42 Philadelphia. So that's a good sign. Hopefully just a matter of time before we see a silver coin or two pop out as well. Well, I definitely was not expecting to see what I saw in this hole. I was getting a 25. I just dug down, said it was on the inside wall here, and I popped it out. And check it out. No sooner did I say, hopefully we find a silver coin or two. Well, here's one. Hopefully the first of many. It looks like I have a really nice looking merc, and honestly I can see the bands. So it should be a pretty one. Ah, yeah. Alright, let me get my water out. Hopefully it sprays. I didn't fill it up this morning. Oh yeah. Nothing prettier than a shiny merkin on a Sunday morning. Alright, that looks awesome. Trying to see what that date is. 1944. I will definitely take that. Philadelphia mint mark. Very nice condition. Awesome, awesome. I'll tell you what. This is going to be a pretty cool yard, I think. Well, I was getting a really nice 25 signal. I'm just digging down expecting another coin, but I think I might have a silver ring. Look at that, sitting on the plug, and it's got a stone, I see. Oh, it's definitely silver. You can just tell by the weight. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Nice little blue stone. Very cool. Always happy to get a nice ring, and definitely looks like an older one. Definitely an older setting. So that should be really pretty once it's cleaned up. I'm just sort of flitting around the front yard a little bit. Got a 27-28, sounded very nice. I called silver dime. to myself. I have no witnesses, but but look what's in the hole. Silver dime. And it looks like I can see a little bit of the mercury. Oh yeah. Check it out. Oh, it's a worn one. Wow, very worn. Let's see. Looks like 1920 something. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, that's awesome. Definitely a decent day for silver. Tell you what, this is a really cool find. It was giving me like 21, 22 signal. I dug down, it came out in 2 pieces. But this is a really old perfume bottle. And it had a metal case. The bottles fit inside of it. But you can see this Art Deco design here. And then if you look here, it looks like a rabbit. So it's pretty cool. I can't wait to get it cleaned up. Now the base, I found the base, but it's of a different kind of metal, and it expanded after being in the dirt and then just cracked off the bottom. But I'll be able to piece it together so you get a good idea of what it looks like. But that is a really neat piece. I'm going to put this in probably the 20s or 30s. I'm down on the lower part of the backyard here. Got a big 12 signal. Figured it was going to be iron, and it was. But once I got down to it, I saw it had a kind of a nice rounded curve to it. I wanted to dig it out. It turned out to be something amazing because I've never seen an iron toy gun like this. Unfortunately, it came out in 2 pieces. It was real brittle. But look at that. It had another half. It must be a really old one because I've just never seen an iron one before. Isn't that awesome? So I'm just poking around the backyard, just getting a feel for the place. And if you look over there, that is the 1750 house. That's actually the original 2-story log home. Now, it has siding on it now, but all the original beams and everything are exposed on the inside. It's pretty amazing. But this property owner told me that the original barn to that place sat here, and there were more outbuildings and possibly stables back here too. And I definitely am finding some evidence of that. I just pulled a very old horseshoe out of the backyard here, so that's a good sign. And of course, if they were working over here, they were losing things too. So we have a good chance of finding coins much older than the 1920 house here. And it should be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Well, that turned out to be a heck of a day with a heck of a lot of silver too, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Now, I'm going to definitely be going back out there, and I'm praying for some rain to soften up that hard ground. And oh, and I wanted to give you one more look at all the very cool things that I pulled from the ground during this episode. Well, with all the toys that were found in this episode, I could not resist sharing some awesome historical photos of those kids back in the day and how hard they played. They might explain how some of those toys got lost. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.